Welcome to Mystics MM host. I'm your host, Mystic Raven. All right, I had to take a break. The stream's still going on, but I can't hear much, so I'm just gonna play catch up on everything that Yoshi P and the team are gonna finish announcing. Though I did like going over the notes, and I had a really good stream. It was like 166 live viewers at one time, and like it's gotten over 200. So I want to thank everybody for stopping in, the people who were engaged in the conversations. Thank you, all of you. I appreciate it so much. Thank you for the support. But I got a lot of hates, and I know who the hate is from, and a lot of Elder Scroll players are still mad at me, and uh, you know, I'm trying to move on. I'm trying to move on. I this week I made a vow to myself, like no looking back, no turning back. I've that ship has sailed, so I'm moving on. So why can't we just just let it go, let it go, just let it go. I'm no longer with the ESO. I know a lot of people are upset about that. A lot of people, like, I have my trolls who hate me. I have some fans who are upset that I'm playing Final Fantasy 14, and I get it. I do. Um, I really do. I understand, but it, it's it's over. It's gone. Just let it go. It's fine. Or I've moved on to greener pastures. If you're still at Elder Scrolls, yeah, good for you, man. It's fine. Play what you like. Have fun playing what you want to play. Yeah, I already have that card. Um, so a lot of changes coming up though. So I'm once again, I think I'm really happy. Like, I am happy about the Machinist. I'm ecstatic about it, Machinist. I'm looking forward to the two new jobs. Summoner to me looks sick. So, I think Summoner is going to be ridiculously awesome. Um, AST, I'm I kind of find a couple of things interesting, especially when I could hear them. What they said about every card being able to apply a damage buff of some sort. How that's going to be impacting, like, the rotation is going to be interesting to me. So I don't know what to anticipate with the AST. Um, the cross abilities, I mean, once again, it's a verification that was, it is what it is. That is accurate. Um, and the hard cap for the magic pool, something I'm really, or points, magic points. I don't know how I feel about that one yet either. We'll have to, see how it all plays out. I have faith. I mean, I have a lot of faith. But, like I said, I understand that a lot of people are just mad. They're just, oh, you left Elder Scrolls, come back, and I'm like, no, I'm good, man. I'm solid. I don't. I wish everybody the best. I really do. I wish everybody the best. So I hope everybody gets what they're looking for. I really do. But I have made a new home here. I've already invested myself, you know, um, into this new endeavor of Shadowbringers, and I'm definitely looking forward to experiencing this, for better or for worse. So, is the game everything that I want in a game? I don't think any game is, but it has all the main things I'm always looking for in an MMO. The only thing it lacks is for me is that PvP element. Some people like the PvP in this game. I'm personally not a fan, because of the way it's designed. But overall, I can honestly say that I'm here. And I get that a lot of people just come in and they're like, no, he's got viewers. Hit dislike now. Make him realize that he doesn't belong here. He belongs over in Elder Scrolls. And it's like, come on, man. Let it go, man. Let it go. I I don't want to go back to ESO anytime soon. All right, so I need a couple more wins. And of course, I'm getting on late because I wanted to check out that live letter. I think 8, right? No, 9. I need 9 more wins for this mount. I know I don't. I just said I don't like the PvP, but I'm in here because I'm trying to get the limited mount. So I'm putting myself through it. Ford. Ford. What? 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 That's just crazy. It's crazy talk, I tell you. Yep, I'm on that too. For shizzle. Oh, I couldn't target him. Alright. Got him now. It's gonna be one of those games. Who's gonna flock first? No. Where's my healer? Where's... Never mind. Now the healer dies. Yep. Game. It's game. It's the only reason I don't like it. It's so dependent on one job. It's all about the healer. Once one person dies and they can focus the healer, and it's game over. Okay, the tank pulled back. Give me some adrenaline. You're gonna die, dude. Just stop. It's all about this dude. Can I get a heal? No, because he's dead. Oh, it's all good. It's all good. It's literally about the healer in this game. See how everybody's just focused now on... There it is. Put us out of our misery. One bad job and everything falls. And that's my only problem with the game. It's my only problem with this game. It's just like, as far as PvP. PvE, I love it. I love the MSQ. I love the dungeons. God, I love the dungeons. I love the animations. I love the jobs. So I'm going to give this game an 8 out of 10 always. Um, it's not perfect, but it's so good in other areas that I can manage with just putting up with enough PvP to get what I want. And if I never want to touch it again, I don't have to. So, and there, if I want to look for another game for PvP, I can, which isn't a bad idea either. So, I mean, the question of it is what's gonna tickle my fancy, for PvP. I know a lot of people would say, come back to Elder Scrolls. But Elder Scrolls got performance issues, tons of performance issues. It has tons of broken mechanics. They've already said that they're not looking at, fixing any of that any time soon. So to me, it's redundant. It's like, why, if they're not going to address the broken mechanics, why would I even why would I care to go back? I think that's the better question. I don't think it's worth going back to, for me personally. Now, that's not for you, but for me personally, if the broken mechanics aren't going to get adjusted, because it affects the PvP. You know? It's not cool if I build a cheese build and, I kill people because of something that's just inherently doesn't have a counter mechanic to it. So... going to be farming up some Miax milk while I'm trying to get into the PvP. Wrong ability, but that's fine. Out of all the jobs, I think this is the one I'm interested in the most, seeing the changes. Seeing how everything's been implemented, and I think this was a good call, leveling the machinist. No, I know a lot of people were like always doubting on the machinist, and I get that, and I was like, I think it's going to be a playstyle I like. I'm up for the challenge. And now that they've changed so many things with the machinist, I think this was probably just a good call. Now, Monk is something I'm also hoping gets a lot of TLC. I like the previews of the Monk. So I'm really hoping that the Monk, as far as its stacks, its Grease Lightning stacks, and it's being able to maintain its DPS a little better. Because once those stacks drop, it's, can't, when things get finicky and a rotation becomes so complex because of, whether or not a mechanic's going to fire, and every time you're taken out of combat, it hurts you. And that's the thing. You can't afford sometimes to be taken out of combat. So I'm really hoping that those extra stacks, make up, that extra stack makes up for it. But yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to all the players who like to troll me from ESO, or are mad because they watched me last 3 years on Elder Scrolls. Like I said, it was never an easy decision, but at this point, I think I made a good one for myself personally. Irish, what's up? What was the live letter about? So there's a lot of changes, dude. So they're getting rid of TP, right? TP up here is gone, and we have MP, but MP now has a hard cap of 10K. And they said they made the adjustments, but I'm a little apprehensive because it has a hard cap. But and they did say that cross abilities are gone. Arcanus looks sick, dude. Like it looks badass. Like Summoner looks amazing. Pet commands are no longer their class abilities. What up, man? If they're mad at you, forget them. I know, dude. Dude, I had 166 live viewers, and I had 15 dislikes, and you know who those were from. You know who they were from. They were like, "Oh, he's getting views. Hit dislike." So I was like, but it was a really good conversation. I love that stream. That reminds me of Elder Scrolls. That reminds me of like when I would go over patch notes and there was like a lot of people and we would talk and so it's been a little kind of dry for me since I came over here, but to engage with Final Fantasy community was kind of cool. So we had some good laughs. I couldn't hear everything in the live letter, so I was reading, the cue cards, and making my observations based on that. And of course, as I'm seeing the dislikes hit, I'm like, I already know who these people are that are, hitting the dislike button. So yeah, they're mad. Elder Scroll players are pissed, especially that I got viewers. They're like, oh no, well, we were hoping to get him back. I know what they're thinking. They're like, oh, he doesn't need to be over there. He needs to be over here. But I'm not going back. It would take Zos a miracle to pull me back in. Gotta pull back. No shit! Get around! Oh my god, the healer didn't put around. My fault, I went around that wall, hoping he would. Don't focus on the ninja. I hate when they do that. See, this can be a loss. It's like, that's my only problem, man. Get off the stupid stuff. You can't focus him down, man. He's got heals. Got him. That's it. Give me that medal. This is another thing. It's like... Where? Where's our healer? I just dropped 87 medals. Why? Where is the healer? Are you high, Shifty? God! Get your little booty over here. And get... Give me this. Oh my God. Why? I shouldn't even ask. We got 40-something seconds. All I got to do is hold. Get. That's it. It's victory. 162 medals. Somebody got 200. 130,000 damage. Puts me at second place for damage output. Ninja got higher, but yeah. Yo, what's up? Dude, I jumped on and got my Arcanist to level 25. Nice. Dude, Arcanist looks like it's going to be badass. How the hell do you level so fast, Scott? Yeah, his squadron, dude, is level 50. Dude, his squadron is beast. Just run the squad and it's instant queues, right? Oh, snap, forgot you could do that. That's brilliant. Yeah, dude. He's going to be like, dude, Scott, friggin' Summoner looks sick, doesn't it? Instant cast pets, Irish. Instant. There's no more cast time associated with pets. No more. It's all that's gone. And now that something about the damage, like the pets aren't going to take damage either. So Ifrit's going to be able to get up there and not take damage. So I think everything's dictated on how much damage you take. I'm worried about Titan though, because it's a tank pet. It's my only concern. Because if it doesn't take damage, imagine MSQ with a summoner. It's going to be sick. It's going to be, like, sick as hell. Yeah, like, I get it. And like I said, I would go back to ESO if performance got there. You know, I would. But I just feel like I've made a good home here. I feel like I've made a good home. I haven't, like, reached out yet to a lot of people because I'm still relatively new. And, you know, I feel like it's going to get there. I feel more than, you know, confident. I mean, you know, my reputation's already almost 600, and I've only been playing since January. So I feel confident, you know, in what I'm doing. You know, I feel more than, you know, happy about my time in this game. You know, I feel like this was an experience. I enjoy it very much so. And it is time consuming for me because I'm making up years of content in months. That's not an easy feat. A lot of the jobs look really good. Dude, did you see your ninja? Dude, your ninja looks badass too. I don't know. Are you going to be able to walk away from ninja, Scott? I don't think you can. I know you have other jobs, but I'm always thinking ninja's always going to pull you back in. Because you really do enjoy that job, and you do really good at it. I'm not going to lie. You're a hell of a ninja, man. I'm looking forward to it. I think you're going to have to give me some pointers, brother. When I level mine. I'm working on my squadron. I unlocked my squadron. Now, Scott. I like the dancer's animation. The DK gets a shadow clone. I know. Yeah, Irish. The DK has a shadow clone where he rips his shadow from his chest. And it becomes its own, entity. It becomes it's copying you, and at times it's doing its own thing. Dude, it's sick. It's sick animation. The animation looks so goddamn ill. Yeah, and the dancer animation, I agree with you, Scott. It looks amazing. It looks phenomenal. By the way, make sure you log in next week, Scott, for that the Moogle events. I'll run dungeons with you guys if you're on, especially you guys, Irish and stuff, because you can get mounts, like their rewards and stuff. It's like a dungeon, event, queue event. So I'm looking really forward to it. The only difference between it's kind of like ESO's dungeon event, except the only difference is our queue system works over here. So, I'm going to be farming the hell out of those tombstones. I'm probably going to pick up at least 3 mounts. There's 3 mounts I got my eye on. 3. I'm not worried about the earrings, though. I know a lot of people were wanting that cosmetic earrings, but boy, those things are expensive. And I was giving it up to the community, like the existing content creators. I shouted out Work to Game, Mioni, Happy. So I was giving up a lot of love, man, because I love this community. We were even talking about the meta, because there is in this game. There is a big difference in. What's being applied. And that's one thing we did get a little hand smack on. By the way, we're nerfing synergies a little bit. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, the dancer looks badass. Gunblade looks good though too. I like the animation. I like the idea behind the Gunblade. So I actually can't wait to put my hands on it to see what I'm really going to be. It's going to be hard, and I like the fact that they came out and said, there is not going to be an MT and OT, even though they said that initially. They kind of retracted that and said, any of the tanks are going to be can either MT or OT, and I like that. But how effective are the tanks going to be? That's dictating factors. It's not like saying it's not viable. And like you said, Irish, the toxic shit becomes all about what's being applied in your raids. When you have a class that applies 1 or 2 more utilities versus a class that doesn't, well, that's a problem, man. Those are things that dictate, what is going to be, the formula surrounding, the extremes and the slayers. But to me, that's all optional, It's all about how you're going to progress, or if you're wanting to progress that far. I'm hoping that the dancer will have better DPS than Bard. I like Bard's support. I just wish damage was a little higher. Yeah, it'll be but I think the Bard is still going to be relevant I mean, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I think the dancer looks like it has a lot to, take in. I was kind of impressed with how the dances were being applied. You could see like these different icons being indicated as it's changing. So I kind of like that. It reminded me of the ninja, but not as like the ninja has animation that when something changes. You can see the ninjas, changes. The animation is so distinct. And that's the only thing like I'm hoping like you can tell what's going on with the dancer, That's the only thing I'm hoping. That it has this like a very distinct animations between its dances. But I agree, it'll be interesting. I think it looks cool. I like the peacock tail animation. I love the gap closer. That was kind of cool too. And Paladin got a gap closer now as well. So Paladin got some changes. And by the way, there's a new combo system, a new gauge system, Irish. So basically, the more you do, you're going to build up points. That's going to affect your abilities. And I thought that was so fucking cool. I was like, oh my god. I'm like, that looks so badass. So, yeah, I like E. I like E a lot. I really like that. That to me, and then they got rid of the main attribute, the main stat attributes for materia. So because it was pointless, we were capped out. It was like you were never using main stat materia. So it was almost pointless. So now it's been removed. So now we only have the affected stats that aren't capped out. Like, let me throw that up. So basically, the attributes that are going to be affected is stuff like determination, your crit, your direct hit, your skill speed, attack speed. Those materia are still relevant, but like main stats like strength, dex, and intelligence is like gone in mind. They talk about PvP. I didn't get to see anything about PvP yet. I think everything was also so focused on the battle system and the dancer and that. I haven't seen anything. I think we are getting another. I'm going to review all the patch notes tomorrow, or all the key points tomorrow. I'm going to go over the key points of the live letter, and hopefully maybe they will announce it. They have a very long live letter. It's very long. It's very detailed. So I'm hoping we hear something more about PvP. But they also were showing like the esport, like the e-game, where this was being, in the e-game. So the question of it is, will they adjust it because they're already a presence in the e-game? I hope so. I mean, I get that. I don't like the fact that it's centered around the healer. I hate that. And I really, really hate that, man. I mean, I get that the players and the teams have already are adjusted to the way it's designed, and I just don't. I hate the fact that it's so dependent. I hate it. I'm not a fan. I like the objective play. I like how fast it is. I like the abilities. I like the separation game, but I hate the dependency, man. Anything about New Game Plus? I didn't see anything as of yet. Like I said, a lot of things we're going over, like the new combat system. That was a lot of the big focus, and the transfer, the caps, the new synergies, the new UI enhancements, things like that. So, and there's a lot, actually. I was actually blown away by how much they really did. Well, I mean, to think about how much coming our way in 5.0, I'm actually stunned. I mean, I don't think I've seen an expansion detail so many changes with the way the game functions. You know how it's operated for this many years, and how it's going to now take on a new, a new presence. It's kind of mind blowing. I'm really shocked. I'm impressed and apprehensive at the same time. So yeah, and like I said, I think they're gonna make they're gonna have bulletin points up tomorrow. So once the live letter does finish, and they get that updated, I will be going over the bulletin points tomorrow, and hopefully we get something, more, like confirmed about, is PvP going to stay the same? Or were there adaptations made? What's this new PvP game? What's the makeup and the design? Also, another thing I was looking forward to because I couldn't hear. I guess some people could and some people couldn't hear the feed. I was one of the people that couldn't. And it was just strange. So I just did commentary based on, like I said, note cards. Eight more wins, and I'll be done with PvP. Thank God. But for all the Elder Scrolls players out there, please, just let me go. Let me go. I'm no longer going to talk about ESO, I promise. Just let me go. Let me go. I understand, and I have my fond memories. I do. And I will always cherish my time in Elder Scrolls. But it's just time to let it go. It's time for me to move on. And I wish everybody the best. I do. No matter what you're doing in life. No matter where any of you are. Even my trolls. I wish you the best. I wish all of you the best. Don't go diving in like that yet. See, I like this other DPS. Come on! Oh! It's going to be one of these back and forth games. I just picked up a ton of medals, man. Just tank, stay with the healer. Give me that. Not even moving. Get off my... Someone get this fucking healer. You can't. They're just trying to kill Art. This other DPS doesn't get it. There. Oh my. Okay. Where in the hell? Victory. That was a little bit more choppier than what I anticipated. 175, 152,000 damage. Came in second or third in damage. They had the better DPS. All right, guys, off to bed. 2:45 comes awfully early. Yeah, I don't know how you do it. Night, brother. You have a good one. You talk about ESO all you want, man. It's your channel. Thank you, man. Same, Scott. Night, fellas. Unite, Irish. You have a good one, man. Yeah, you know, I mean, like I said, I mean, it's... I had a good time when I was there. I did. I contributed. I did my job. You know, I did my civil duty. You know, I provided people with, you know, alternative solutions to play the game the way they wanted to. And I have no regrets. None. You know, and at the end, I think that's what it's about, right? I felt like I got to enjoy a part of content that really, you know, gave players a perspective. You know, a new way of saying, you know, hey, I can play this way. I can do this. I can play hard mode and I can do vet dungeons and everything with these, you know, different configurations and builds and such. And that's what I was out for. You know, that was it. That was all, you know, and trying to disprove, you know, the common perception of which was mainly bullshit. And I don't know. like I said, I had a good time. But let it go. Just I walked away. I'm having fun here. I'm having a great time in Final Fantasy 14. I love the community. I love the content creators. I love the dev team. I'm enjoying the game. I love the performance. That was the biggest thing for me, man. I wanted to enjoy a game that I wasn't bugging out. I wasn't having these god awful glitches anymore, man. That's I want a game that I can bank on. I know the mechanics are gonna work. I know that I'm not gonna have to reset an entire raid. I know that I'm gonna be able to play the content without wasting time and effort because of something glitch. I That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted at the end of the day. I wanted reliability. And for me, that's what Final Fantasy 14 gives me. It gives me a really good, graphically sound product that is compelling, has great storyline, great features, and at the end of the day, I'm getting to have the most epic dungeon experiences that I've had in majority of MMOs. I have played MMOs that have I'm a dungeon crawler, and I have played MMOs that have so many dungeons that it's mind-boggling. But I have yet to see how many the one MMO that even has as many as this. This is like ridiculously a lot. I'm like, whoa! I'm blown away every day. Every day, I'm blown away by what the game offers me. And like I said, it's not it's not every thing that you ever want in one game, but I'm happy. I'm like graphically, I am more than happy with the game. I can see why so many people enjoy this product. It's an amazing experience, man. I haven't seen this. Oh, okay, that's kind of cool. Okay, the gun flipping thing is cool with the battle stance. That's actually really cool. Now, race change. Am I going to go through a race change? I don't know, man. I like my dude. He's common, though. I'll have to wait and see. I don't want to pick anything too common, but we'll find out. Anyways, I got to leave here in about 15, 20 minutes. I don't know if I'll get another match in, but I'll cut the stream. And here's my advice, man. Have fun, man. Have fun at what you do in life. Life is too short. Don't get caught up. Don't get whatever. I know I can be a little beyond eccentric and beyond, annoying at times. But I loved putting the time that I put in to ESO. And if for anything, I mean, I feel like Elder Scroll players should be happy. A lot of the trolls should be happy I'm gone. You don't have to come and dislike my video because there's people watching it. That's petty. I mean, if you want to hate me and you want to give me views and you want to dislike, okay, that's your prerogative, I guess. But I'm gone. You got your wish. And for the players who wanted me back, don't take it up with me, man. I'm just a person. I'm not, over there, you know, saying, "Hey, by the way, man, what's up? What are we getting this?" Even if I was, I don't think that anybody wants to listen. It's the way of the world, isn't it? The people who are in charge sometimes just don't want to listen. They don't want to hear what needs to be heard, you know. But hey, I put in my time, I paid my dues, I put in my time. I'm good. Move forward. So let it go. I this week I was more than content with how things unfolded, and I moved on. So, and I hope the rest of everybody else can too. That's my advice. So once again, I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you, Irish. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, everybody who continue to support me, regardless of what game I play. Thank you for my new found family in Final Fantasy 14. Thank you. Will I stay here? Who knows? I don't know. I can't predict the future, but I call it for what it is, and that's all I do. So, some people hate me for my honesty. Some people love it. To each their own. But thank you, regardless, all of you, everybody, and I wish you all the best. Once again, I'm Mr. Craven. This is Mystics MMOs. As always, have a nice day.